All right, continuing on. First, notice that Jesus' initial words to the paralytic are focused exclusively on the forgiveness of his sins. First off, why does he think he sinned? Seems like he just met him. I know everybody's just saying, oh, everyone's a sinner, but... Okay, this jumping out of this particular paragraph and into the church as a whole. When you look at an institution that has done so many evil things throughout history and continues to do so, why would we give them any credence on deciding what's ethical and what's not? I mean, we got the Crusades, the Inquisition, the witch hunts, the Holocaust, all the pedophilia, you know. These people don't seem to know right and wrong, so why would we listen to them? And then second off, like, okay, it says, at first Jesus does not say anything about healing the man's body. Now, I don't know about you, but if I were paralytic, I could imagine thinking, well, thanks for letting me know that my sins are forgiven. However, that's not exactly what I came here for. In other words, from the start, Jesus exceeds the expectations of those who seek him. It's the other way around. He didn't exceed them. He totally blew it off. And surprises those whom he encounters and shows that his ministry is focused above all on healing the broken relationship between the sinful human beings and God. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but, you know, let me just go into another thing I was thinking about earlier. How sad it is that people turn to the church to try to find God when he's all around us and within us. You know, you're going to go sit in a stuffy box and listen to some pedophile in a costume preach the same words over and over and over year after year, and none of them are very interesting or helpful. They're all pretty boring, and when you could just go outside. So instead of thinking that you're going to find God in the words of a preacher or a father, just listen to the crickets, listen to the waves break, listen to the osprey, you know, the birds, the dolphins splashing. I mean, you can hear God all around you, and when you open your own mouth, you can hear God. So you don't have to go listen to an evil institution in a boring place repeat the same old lines when he's all around us and in us. So, all right, second, in all three synoptic gospels, the Jewish scribes react by accusing Jesus of blasphemy. Oh, by the way, I forgive you for your sins. So, am I blaspheming? Probably. In a first century Jewish context, the word blasphemy could be used to describe any number of offenses against God, the temple, scriptures, and even holy men. In other words, not being obedient to the powerful of the time. Direct blasphemy against God was punishable by death. Oh God, you better obey or we're going to kill you. You see how this is not a good institution. It's full of evil. It's more likely that the devil created the Catholic Church than God. In this instance, the Jewish scribes clarify the specific nature of Jesus' supposed blasphemy when they ask, who can forgive sins but God alone? You can forgive your own sins. Reflect on what you've done wrong, make amends, and move on. Learn from your mistakes. You are God and you can forgive yourself. A more literal translation of the original Greek would be, who can forgive sins but the one God? It's not original Greek. How many times do we have to go over this? Jesus spoke Aramaic, probably, if he's even a real person. Significantly, this expression, the one God, alludes to the most well-known passage in the Old Testament. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your might. This passage is known in Jewish tradition as the Shema, from the Hebrew word hear, like here. In the first century, it was likely recited by Jews like Jesus at least twice a day. What a waste of time. It was certainly the foundation of Jewish... Oh, that's the other part with going to these churches and reading the Bible. What a waste of time. Like, we are in heaven. It's limited. It's very short. We don't get that long. And you're going to waste it listening to some idiots repeat old shit when you could be actually in touch with God. Like, he's here. Touch him. Do things. Alright, blah, blah, blah. With the Old Testament background in mind, it is remarkable that Jesus does not back down from the charge that he is acting as if he were the one God. Instead, he declares that he will heal the paralytic precisely so that the scribes might know that the Son of Man does have authority on earth to forgive sins. Oh gosh. So ridiculous. It's incredible people believe this stuff. But it's not incredible when you start to understand the fear of ostracism and the fear of being rejected and accused of wrongdoing. Like they said, they might kill you if you don't pretend to believe this shit. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Luckily we moved past that, right guys?